Hello, 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 all. Good evening. What a fun night of basketball this was, huh? Do we have the most updated record yet? Nope, it's not updated just yet. But hit the like. I don't even know what hitting a like does for a live stream, if that's beneficial at all. I can't imagine it's a bad thing, so I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, what a day of hoops. This was a fun one. Good to see you guys rolling into the chat here. This is awesome. This is really really cool. I like being able to do stuff like this. It's not gonna always be an often thing. Obviously the wife is in Europe for a little bit longer, another like 5-ish days. So your boy got a little bit of time on his hands. But wow, what a day of hoops. I feel spoiled. What I kind of want to do is just talk about the series, where they're at, chat it up with you guys a little bit, just kind of hang out and kind of go from there. That's my idea with things. Obviously I can answer whatever other questions you guys got as well. It's the benefit of being live with it. But got some exciting videos coming out this week. I actually recorded 3 of them today. Your boy stayed very busy today during the games and just getting a lot of shit done. Pretty cool though. Pretty cool. We've got on Monday, we've got an ideal off season coming out. That should be fun. We've got the Grizzlies one coming out on Monday. On Tuesday, we've got another prospect breakdown video, another international guy. And then on Wednesday, we've got a fun video about statistics. Basically, I've mathematically looked and seen what teams in the playoffs could realistically win the finals. And so got some really interesting results from that I'm kind of interested to share with you guys. I'm not sure how good the video will do performance-wise overall, but I thought it was fun and somebody had suggested it, so I thought it'd be kind of cool. But, shit, I guess we just kind of work our way through, don't we? I mean, do we want to start with... Anybody got a place where they want to start at all? I figure I'll ask just cuz. Anything? What are we getting? We got notifications on the phone and everything. Draymond and Jalen Green get into it post-game. Ooh, I turned the game off. People are fighting still? Oh, man, I want to see a scrap. I'm here for it, man. A little bit of tood. A little bit of tood. Why is Jalen Green trying to fight, too? Like, dude, come on. He's not about that. Also have no clue how you do this, but the lives look just as good as the videos quality-wise, so that's hype. Oh. I don't know. I've got really good internet, so I pay for it. I'm glad it comes through clean, and I record and stream on the exact same setup, so I'm glad that works. Very cool. Very, very cool. Hopefully the music isn't too bad or anything. I'm still kind of learning with all this audio stuff, so you guys let me know if it's weird at all. But yeah, where should we start? There we go. Now it's up to date with things. Shit, let's start with Thunder Grizzlies, huh? The Thunder. You guys are so good. The Thunder are so good. The Grizzlies just it wasn't there. Obviously Ja was out today. They put up a fight. They tried their best. It just didn't seem like it was really going to happen, did it? In my opinion, at least, the Grizzlies felt extremely disorganized for like the entire series. I just felt like there was a lot of things that could have been simpler. If you guys were in the Discord at all, one thing that was really bothering me was they just kept, like, Jaren Jackson played his ass off in this last game. Oh no, low disk space. I'll fix that later, maybe. But I don't know why they kept making Jaren Jackson, like, create his own offense, which was just him backing people down, starting from behind the arc. Like, you can just post motherfuckers up. Like, just post them up. Like, if they double, then great, you've achieved what you wanted already. I didn't understand. And, like, I think a lot of that just came down to, like, they fired their coach right before the playoffs, right? And so I feel like that just really didn't help them at all. I feel like it didn't help them. I feel like you could have accomplished just getting rid of him after the season if you really wanted to. This just kind of felt like it's a disorganized team. But, like, all credit to the Thunder, man. They're incredible. It might be the Thunder's year. Genuinely, I see them in the finals. Yeah, I mean, me too. They just seem that much better than everyone else. You look at, obviously, Shea had an amazing day today. J-Dub has been phenomenal in what he does. Like, he's just, like, such a crafty finisher overall. It's so fun to watch him play. but this team just feels like it has everything, man. They just play so smart, so unselfish, right? Like, I mean, you got guys as good as Isaiah Joe only getting 14 minutes out there. Caruso is just such a monster defensively. So is Cason Wallace. Like, Wiggins out there doing his thing. Like, Lou Dort, like, even though he didn't hit his shots today, like, man, you just feel his impact out there. So, I don't know. The Thunder are really, really good. They're not a perfect team by any means, but they're one of the better ones. It's sad because Memphis is talented, just got coaching issues. I think Memphis has a couple issues. Like, when we look at the Grizzlies, and you guys will kind of see when I talk about an ideal offseason, like, this team's really deep. Like, all these players are pretty damn good, but they are still missing, like, a talented wing and a competent center. Like, Zach Edey, like, he was like fouling out like again like the entire game. He commits really stupid fouls. Like, he's really only useful when like someone doesn't box him out and he puts the ball back in the hoop. He gets a lot of rebounds and he blocked a lot of shots today. That was great, right? It did feel like, at least in my opinion, OKC was trying to make him like foul out of this game, and so I feel like that's why they kept going at him so much. But I don't know. Co said I'm not reading that one. You guys just get on the internet and type whatever, don't you? I'm on team. I think you should have to have like a social security number attached to like access to the internet so that we can just look up all the shit y'all say online. Y'all are odd. Who could predict firing your head coach would cost you in the playoffs besides everyone? I'm with you, dog. I just don't think that made sense. Like, from being in locker rooms where I'll be honest, like when I was in college and stuff, like people were not always the most favorable of the head coach, right? Like there were plenty of times where they were like, man, like fuck this guy, like I can't stand this guy, right? Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that firing a coach at this point was worth it. I genuinely don't. But what are you going to do? I have to imagine they're going to keep the coach that they have. I am pretty familiar with him. He was like a coach in Germany. He did this pretty cool thing where he went and started coaching a team in Paris, and he kind of pulled like a college basketball move, and he brought like the whole team over from like Germany to Paris, and they ended up winning a championship. So kind of cool. CO on the wrong app. Yeah. Watching Steph Curry at 3 a.m. shooting and making crazy buckets is a top 5 experience of my life. Yeah, no, that feels appropriate. I'm with you on that one. It's not 3 a.m. here, but man, the things he can do. So yeah, Thunder are moving on. Memphis is in a good spot though, like overall. Like I know this was a sad end of the season, but like they've got so many assets that they can work with, and guys like Kevin Durant are available. Go make it happen, man. Go make it happen. All right, let's move on to another series. What do we want to talk about next? Do we talk Cavs Heat? Because this one looks like it's about to be over as well. The Heat just aren't talented enough. They're the worst team that's in the playoffs right now, right? Like, the talent just isn't quite there. Like, you love the energy and the rebounding and all of that stuff that they're doing, but Hero's just not good enough to do it on his own. Bam's trying his best, but Evan Mobley he might just be better than Bam already, which is saying something because Bam is a really, really good basketball player. But Mobley might just be better than him at this point. And it's funny, when Mobley was coming in, I was like, yeah, this guy's going to be like the next Chris Bosh, but he's like even more versatile. I truly think he's like that good. So I'm really glad to see that Kenny Atkinson has really kind of brought it out of him. Let's pull up the box score, because why not? Heat easily the worst playoff team, agreed. Heat culture sweep. Yeah, it's tough, right? Because, like, the team, like, they're putting up fights in every single game. Like, this game was a lot closer until, like, the very, like, fourth quarter, and things just kind of fell apart. Because, look, like, this team runs out of gas a little bit, right, at a certain point. But I respect the Heat, man. They're doing everything they can. They're coming out with new strategies every single game. It's just the roster's not good enough. I mean, like, Wiggins, like, you probably need him to do a little bit more, but I mean, they've got guys just waiting in the paint, and that's where Wiggins tries to thrive, right? It's normally he's using his athleticism to get over people, and they just have so much length. Again, Bam's doing what he can. Ware's just a rookie. Davion Mitchell, man, he's gonna get himself a contract this season. It's awesome. What do we got here? You think the Magic got a chance to knock Boston out of the playoffs? Not a fucking chance, and we'll talk about it. Bam looks better as a center than a power forward. I mean, it's not like that's universal, right? Because like you could be used completely differently as a power forward one place versus another. But I would agree that I like Bam as a center a little bit more, but I'm down to explore it. How huge was that Gordon dunk on the buzzer? Top 10 all-time clutch playoff. I don't know what else it would be, but that was one of the craziest plays I've ever seen. Like, that was absolutely nuts. It was so close too, and like I wasn't even completely sold until I saw like the one angle that they posted where it clearly shows that he got the ball off, but and that was like after the game they shared that. But man, that was awesome. LeBron needs to sign with the Cavs for the minimum this offseason so he can get a chip his last season. Man, that'd be something. I've liked what I've seen from Davion. Davion's been awesome, man. Like, we've seen spurts of it throughout his career, but it's really cool to see him kind of find a home. I think when he went to Miami, we all kind of went, oh, yeah, this makes a lot of sense, right? Like, really scrappy defensive guy, but kind of figuring it out, getting empowered there. So, yeah, hopefully he gets to stick around there. I don't know if he's the starter going forward, right? At least if you're trying to be competitive, but a really nice piece for them. Just looking up and down the rosters here. If we can talk about Cleveland, right, not even having Darius Garland in this game, I'm sure they were kind of like, look, we can handle this if we really need to. Like, Donovan Mitchell really didn't even have that great of a game. Like, I thought he was really impactful on the defensive end still, but it was just Mobley and Allen just taking care of business, man. Like, I love what Strus does up there. I feel like he really impacts the game. DeAndre Hunter had a phenomenal game on the offensive and defensive end. Like, I still can't fathom the fact that the trade for DeAndre Hunter was just like those second round picks, and then the Hawks went and traded. If there's Hawks fans in here, I apologize. I think there's at least one. But I still can't fathom then that the Hawks like traded picks to move Bogdanovich to the Clippers when like he's like actually like a good player. So no surprise there that the Hawks front office kind of got let go after this one. Ty Jerome's like the weirdest, swaggiest guy like of all time. It's kind of cool. Yeah, really, really cool. Cleveland, the deepest team in the league, in my opinion. I think they're the top heaviest team as well, but like they've also just got like some good bench players. I'd still give it to like OKC and Memphis, honestly, but yeah, they're up there. Are you still high on Tajon? I was super high on him, but I expected more. I thought the Hornets would be better. I thought the Hornets would be better too, but I also like everyone got hurt. I'm still high on Tajon. This was pretty much the season I expected from him. Like, we all knew that it was gonna take a while, or we know it's gonna take a while for him. Like, he was really, really raw coming in. So I'm not tripping about Tajon whatsoever. Like, the question's more so, can someone extract it out of him? Because like I see it. I see something there. Like, I truly think he has the highest ceiling in this draft class. It's just, is he going to be able to actualize it? We don't know. We haven't seen this developmental staff that the Hornets have yet. Gary Trent Jr. last game. He completely saved them that game, made up for Dame. Yeah, the Gary Trent Jr. game was absolutely nuts. Shout out Doc Rivers, by the way, for actually making some adjustments. It doesn't happen much. He didn't play Kuzma like at all. He didn't play Brook much at all. Gave Gary Trent the start. Still can't figure out why he won't play Andre Jackson Jr., but I liked it. Who do you have winning the series, Denver or the Clippers? I think I picked the Clippers to win it, but like, man, I don't know. I'm just going to enjoy watching it at this point. Cavs will be second apron next year with open roster spots. They can sign a few minimums. Yeah. Like, and that's fine. Like, that's what happens when you're in contention, right? That's just how it goes. Like, you already have all your guys here, so it doesn't really matter too much. It's just going to be expensive. I still have PTSD of checking Twitter that day and praying Hunter wasn't gone, man. He posted Wemby. Yeah. No, that was a tough one. Like, I could have gotten behind them trading Hunter. I really could have. Like, you could have sold me on selling high on him. It's just the trade that they got back was not worth it in my mind, at least. I didn't understand. So I don't know where the Hawks go from here, but yeah, Cleveland's really good. Miami's gonna be done soon, but shout out Heat Culture for getting them this far, man. It's cool stuff. Where do we go next? Do we want to talk Nuggets Clippers? I feel like we talk Nuggets Clippers, right? I closed the games tab. I didn't mean to do that. This game was just fucking nuts, right? Like, let's talk about the buzzer beater. Aaron Gordon, like, Are you serious? That was nuts. Like I'm not gonna lie, it really bothers me when teams like use this timeout, advance the ball, and then they just don't draw up like any sort of like play to get someone open. They're just like, all right, Jokic is just gonna spin around and twirl and go take a shot. I know that wasn't the intention. They're like, hey, go get a bucket, but like, come on, man. Like, I hate that. Like, I really do. Like, I'm like, we can get a little bit creative, try to get him a look that he's expecting, right? I get sometimes you just let your guys go to town and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like you can get somewhat creative with it, but holy cow, Aaron Gordon, like, what a game he had. Thankfully, he didn't get kicked out for, like, almost punching James Harden or whatever. I did understand it somewhat purely off the fact we were apparently considering using picks to move him before the summer before. Yeah, I don't know what Jokic was thinking with the big fadeaway. I just don't think he got anywhere. Like Zubats has been doing a pretty good job of just guarding him one-on-one. Like, I know Jokic is still giving them the business. I mean, look at this. Look at this. 36 points, 21 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, and a block, and only 2 turnovers. Like, this is insane. 56% from the field, 50 from 3, 83 from the free throw line. Like, and like, honestly, like, Zubats is doing a pretty good job. So, I don't know. Nuggets, Clippers, the series I've watched the most. I can't look away at cinema. I agree. Michael Porter Jr. is getting traded over anyone on the Nuggets. I mean, yeah, we talked about this on the Discord a little bit. Like, if you're really watching these games, the Clippers have a real, like, the Clippers coaching has been phenomenal. Like, their game planning and everything is awesome. Like, the Clippers are playing really well. Their game plan is starting with Michael Porter Jr., though. Like, they have so many guys that they're throwing at him because here's the thing. If I was on the Clippers coaching staff, I want to make sure I read the comments. Kawhi Leonard, that game was insane. Some crazy plays. Agreed. Watch all your vids. Love the channel. First time making it to a live, though. Hey, thanks for being here, Raps. I appreciate that. I feel like the Clippers lack a real power forward like Aaron Gordon. I mean, yes and no. Like, they got guys that can throw there, but here's I can tell you what the Clippers are doing, right? They're sitting down and they're saying, okay, who generates offense on this team? Jokic first, Jamal Murray can do a little bit, and then Michael Porter Jr. can. But then you kind of double click into each of them and you're like, okay, Michael Porter Jr. doesn't put the ball on the ground though. So we can just take one of our guys and say, okay, it is your job to make sure Michael Porter Jr. does not get free for anything because he opens up a lot for Jokic, right? Like, that's his job on the team is run around screens, get open, and just be absolute butter from 3. And mind you, he still had 17 points in this game off of 57% from 3. Like, MPJ had a good game and he's been having a nice job, like, trying to get on the glass and stuff like that. But the Clippers are taking him out of the game and they're playing 4-on-4. After that, they're like, okay, you're gonna go do this, we're gonna play 4-on-4. Zubats is doing a good enough job on Jokic to where they don't even need to throw kind of the 1.5 guys on him at all times, which is crazy. So that's why you're seeing Michael Porter. It is a little bit easier to game plan him and get him out of the game, but like that impact alone, like, that's saying something, right? Like, is he a perfect player? No, but like, I don't know who you're getting to replace him that's better, man. I think Michael Porter's phenomenal. So, and he plays so well off of Jokic. But yeah, Gordon was awesome this game, especially on the defensive end. Like, these two just play so well off of Jokic, I would never want to get rid of him. I just love this starting 5 around him. I'd love to get better players, sure, but like, who you gonna get? Toronto 2026 NBA champs, Jacoby Walter finals MVP. You're on them drugs again,Cio. You're on them drugs again, man. Get well soon. Get well soon, my boy. I cannot watch any more Jalen Pickett basketball. They tried to go with a Vlatko here for a little bit. As you can see, did not go well. Nothing but 1 turnover. DeAndre Jordan, he got out there, caught 1 alley-oop. It was awesome. Peyton Watson, the only playable guy off the bench. He plays good defense, so there you go. Christian Brown's been really good too. Completely agree. Yeah, no, the first 5's like good. They're good, man. Like, yes, Murray could hit more shots. He's hot and cold sometimes. That's how he is. But this is the best you got, and you've won a championship with him before. So you go. Jalen Pickett's trash. I just don't like calling players like trash. But like, he is especially rough to watch. He's hard to watch. I'm not gonna lie about it. It's like that's the thing with this team. Like, this bench has to get better. You can play Strother. You've got to play Strother over like Kankar. I have to believe that. What do you think of Zion Sabonis swap? Small ball for Kings. That feels like 2 irrelevant teams just trading and staying in irrelevance. So I don't know. I'm starting to see how Queen could facilitate through the free throw line. Playoffs specifically. I'm not sure I understand that one completely. I know you're talking about Derek Queen, but I don't know. The Clippers. You played a good game, man. You did. I obviously we wish Chris Dunn hit some shots. He gets a lot of open looks because the Nuggets aren't guarding him right, but you still have him on the team because he's so good. Defensively, it's the give and take. Not everybody's good at everything. That's just how basketball works. But like, man, Harden was really doing his thing today. Defensively, he was awesome. Kawhi Leonard's just a fucking monster. Norman Powell was awesome today. Honestly, Ben Simmons in his limited minutes were pretty good today too. I like what Batum was doing out there. I can't believe he survived that fall. That was crazy. Bogdanovich, great defense today too. He's being played more than Derek Jones now. Kind of cool. Strother is easily better than Pickett and Kankar. He should get some minutes. I completely agree. And CO relapse, got to get him back into rehab. Yeah, I completely agree. This is the best series by far. It's so much fun. Can't wait for the next one. 2-2. Give me 7 games of this, man. Give me 7 games of this. Should we talk Pacers Bucks? So we talked about it just a little bit. But shout out Doc for changing things up a little bit. Giannis is unstoppable, but that's something that we understood already. Dame, in all honesty, I thought Dame actually had a really good defensive game. I thought he was really locked in on that. Obviously the story was Gary Trent Jr. In the previous game, but I have the wrong game pulled up right here. I was looking at that. I was like, wait, what's going on here? Let me get. There we go. Let's pull this up. This was obviously the Gary Trent Jr. game. Awesome, 37 points. Not going to get that again out of him, but is what it is. Too bad we got this matchup in the first round. Yeah, I know. Was just seeing how Houston operated, but not every team has Draymond or a Kevon Looney at center. Oh, because you're saying what Houston does with Şengün? Yeah, but I mean, Houston would probably prefer not to do that with Şengün. It's just their best option. Best fit for KD is the Wolves. That's the place that makes sense. I can't disagree with that necessarily, but why do they need KD? They got McDaniels, right? I'm surprised Doc changed it up. I thought game 3 was going to be a Groundhog's Day from game 1 and 2. Completely with you there. Dame was locking the hell out of Halliburton. Agreed. Dame and Halliburton's beef is funny. I agree with that. It is really funny. But yeah, no, shout out to Doc for making some changes. Don't play Kyle Kuzma quite as much. Just don't play Brook Lopez quite as much. You can't keep doing the drop coverage with this because these are the two worst offensive rebounding and just rebounding teams in the NBA overall. So it's gonna come down to shot making. Pacers just have way more creators than the Bucks do, and Tyrese Halliburton's really good at it, even though he sometimes doesn't take shots when he needs to take shots, right? And so if you keep playing that silly drop coverage, it's just not going to work against a team like this. So it was good to see Bobby Portis and them get more burn. That was good. Kevin Porter Jr., even though he didn't make the shots, I like that he's out there. So yeah, there you go. And shout out Ryan Rollins. I know Bucks fans want to believe he's going to be something, man, but y'all get so attached to 1 or 2 highlights. But I can't fathom why Andre Jackson Jr. doesn't play. I cannot fathom it. I really can't. I don't know, whatever. I'd play him over Kyle Kuzma at this point. So yeah, I still think the Pacers run away with this one. I don't think they'll be able to keep up. Trying to make Dame play through this, trying to get back into shape right now during the playoffs, it's just tough. He might have one good game because he's that good, but I don't see it otherwise. So that's tough. It's really, really tough. It just sucks. You like Tyler Smith? I like Tyler Smith a lot too. I hope they develop him. This series is literally can the Pacers out offense Milwaukee pretty much. Do you reckon the Suns or Golden State's will try to move up in the draft? I can't imagine that. I can't imagine them giving up assets for unproven rookies. That just doesn't seem like it. Maybe Phoenix a little bit, but I have to imagine Phoenix is still trying to be as competitive as possible. They got to move KD first. Golden State, I don't see that at all. Just doesn't really make sense to me. Couldn't they keep McDaniels and trade Gobert instead? They just wouldn't do that. They just straight up wouldn't do that. There's no way you'd lock yourself into Rudy Gobert after all of that. You just wouldn't. So I don't see that working out. But yeah, I don't know. I think the Pacers are going to run away with this. I just think it's a bad matchup. So is what it is. They're just going to make more shots eventually, and they're much deeper. So that's my take on them. Should we talk Lakers Timberwolves? Luka had the shits. the other night, didn't he? And you know, he just wasn't that great in that game, but he's sick, so we don't need to talk about it any more than that. Like, motherfucker's sick sometimes. That's what happens. I know a lot of the talk is around Rui right now, and they're like, why are they not playing Dorian Finney-Smith over it? I think you gotta ride your guys, man. Like, Rui's had a really good season overall, and I know that it's not really there right now. He's playing with the mask on, and that seems like it's bothering him. He really doesn't like it. I can understand that. The mask isn't fun. I've broken my nose before. It sucks. Like, it is what it is, but I don't know. What really sucks is Jackson Hayes, like, just being unplayable out there. Like, when he was out there for just even this little bit of time, man, it was brutal to watch. So he's kind of come back down to earth a little bit now that people have time to game plan for him a little bit more, right? This is the example of like March and April basketball, right? We're like, oh, Jackson Hayes looks respectable, and I think a lot of us were just like, look, Luka's making him look a lot better. Now that people are actually watching a little bit of film and prepping for things, you get taken out really easily. By the way, speaking of watching film, I put in the Discord, but I posted that thing that Austin Rivers was talking about or whatever, about how guys like just don't watch film anymore, and that's why a lot of them aren't getting better. And I think it's so true. Like, it's just the difference between like modern players and a little bit older players. Like, you have to do stuff like that in order to get better. So I think Austin Rivers was like spot on with that stuff. Like, it's why guys like Jalen Green tonight just like can't get things done. It's why Jonathan Kuminga can't get things done, even though they're super talented. So you got to learn the game at some point. You do. And that's why you come to AVC's YouTube channel. That's why you do it. Now, what time is it? 10:45. I'm good. Yeah, Dorian Finney-Smith's playing pretty good. Shout out Gabe Vincent, man, playing like he's on the Heat again. That's cool. I think you have to experiment with Vanderbilt starting at this point. I think Goodwin probably could use a few more minutes as well. Mask looks cool, but hard to play with. It's like goggles. Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. So, yeah, I think you need to get Vanderbilt in. I don't think you can play Hayes at this point. I think you just got to go Vando and hope that it gets better. I'd also throw Vando on Anthony Edwards. The Wolves have the benefit of, even though they're not as well coached, in my opinion, they just have so much more depth that they can go to, right? Because they got 8 guys that they trust with their lives on this team. They got 8, like, starter-level NBA players on this team. It's really impressive. And they can just do so many different things with them, and eventually Ant just finds his way to the rim, and that's what he did in this last game. Obviously, he was hitting tough-ass shots and doing big-time things. He's yelling a bit too much at the refs at this point for my liking, but, you know, is what it is. Can we give some compliments to Julius Randle as well? Like, he's not playing like Julius Randle. Like, I know I said in the Discord, there was one possession where he got the rebound and just took off down the court and made an awesome pass. Like, I was like, oh, wow, look at Julius Randle go, man, and he's just not doing the silly post-up shit, man. He's just playing, hooping, and while the Timberwolves still don't really run an offense per se, because they have to work so hard to get every single shot, it's nice to see him playing better. Do you think the Lakers would be better right now if they had AD instead of Luka? I don't know. I don't know. Like, Luka's kind of been dominating, like, this whole thing. He didn't have a great game in this one, but again, he apparently was shitting his pants. Like, why are there like 3 players in the playoffs right now that are all like shitting their pants right now because they like ate bad food or something? Who's poisoning the players? That's the question we should be asking. The world needs more Christian Koloko. Couldn't agree more. He signed there to get a backup role, and they don't play. Yeah, no, Christian Koloko's kind of whatever. And it's hard scoring on the Wolves since most are positive defenders. Wolves winning this series, yeah. I got the Wolves winning the series as well, just purely out of a talent standpoint, but I'm curious to see what JJ Redick brings to the next game. Randall has been playing winning ball. I would agree with that. He's been hooping. He's been hooping. He's been getting everyone else involved, doing his thing, being a leader. It's really impressive to see. And then you could just tell within like the first minute that this was going to be a good game for McDaniels. Like, you can sometimes just tell when coaches really get on people before the game. Like, I've done it before, where it's just like, hey, like, we fucking need you to go do this stuff. So, like, just go. Like, green light, attack the hoop with like ferocity, because he was so into the game, like, to start compared to last game. He was just going and going and going. And even though it still looks goofy and he still takes some dumbass mid-range shots every once in a while that have no shot of going in, like, you need it, man. If he's going to get you 20 plus points, Timberwolves are going to be a tough out any night, man. They are going to be a tough out. So shout out to them, man. Shout out to them. And then the Lakers. It's just going to be, can they scheme something together, right? Can they scheme something together? Again, get rid of Jackson Hayes, give those minutes to Vando. I'd play Goodwin a little bit more for the defense and go from there. Knicks Pistons. Let's talk Knicks Pistons. Why don't we? Where was their last game? Here it was. Yeah, this is it's a fun one. It feels like the Knicks are probably going to take it. More likely than not. If anything else, it's because they don't have any answer for Cat when they really want to. If they just keep putting Cat in these pick and pop situations, I think he's going to get 30 points like every night, because Jalen Duren is basically a non-shooting Karl Anthony Towns. Like, he's pretty effective offensively, but defensively he has no idea what to do in like a pick and roll. I don't know why. He just can't figure it out to save his goddamn life, but he does a lot of other things in the court, so you respect it. Is it just me, or is Rudy fumbling and tipping every single rebound this series? Tough to watch. Grab it with two hands and keep it tight, mate. Yeah, like, he doesn't have very good hands. We know that. The Lakers are doing a really good job of taking Rudy like away from the paint and making it harder for him to have to crash in and rebound. But yeah, no, he's just not great at that stuff. Also, what helps McDaniels is attacking Luka. Yeah, there was a couple times last night where Luka's closeouts were really rough or whatever, and he just didn't really even try on it. But again, dude shitting his pants. Is what it is. I'm not going to care that much. Just glad the Pistons made the playoffs. Successful season regardless. That's the motto, man. That is so very true. Knicks are winning the series off of talent too. Yeah, I would agree with that. I wouldn't say, yeah, they're like doing extravagantly well coaching wise. I'd say it's okay right now. So yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Like, they just have so many more guys on this team, but the Pistons are gritty. I'd love to see this series with Beef Stew playing. Shout out Dennis Schroeder. It's good to see that apparently the Warriors just can't conform to different play styles, and that's the only reason he wasn't playing well, because, man, Schroeder he's been awesome. Tobias Harris, despite the shooting performance, I thought had another good game. I love what Asar Thompson does out there. Feel like you have to play him more minutes, but is what it is. Cade, they just don't have an answer for it at this point. After that first game going up against OG where he kind of shut him down, it feels like he's just got his number now at this point, and Cade's really, really good. So, yeah, fun series. B-Ball Paul played solid out there, so not great defensively. Ron Holland, while he has great energy, I just wouldn't put him out there at this point. I really wouldn't. But, yeah, Mitchell Robinson's been cool, too. Fun to see him. Will we be shocked if this series goes to 6 somehow? Probably not, but it just feels like it's just the Knicks, whenever they feel like getting it done, are going to get it done. So, but gritty performance by the Pistons, man. It's awesome. Let's do Celtics Magic, and then we'll talk Warriors Rockets, since that was the last game of the night tonight. So Celtics Magic. Yeah, like, shout out the Magic, right? They got a win. We didn't think they'd get a win in this one. It took a really bad shooting performance from the Celtics, right? Not having Drew Holiday as well, and just having like an absurd amount of turnovers. A lot of those created by Orlando, but it took having that bad of a game to win by 2, right? And it took the Magic, where was it? I know there was a statistic I wanted to pull up with this one. Where did it go? Yeah, 9 steals. Like, 9 steals to create 19 turnovers. Like, yeah, that's just team throwing the ball away and stuff, but is what it is. Hard to trust rookies this time of year. It really is. It really, really is. But shout out Franz. We've all seen the jumper. It's rough at this point. It gets worse and worse each game, it looks like. Don't take 13 threes, Franz. Don't. I know somebody needs to shoot. I mean, just look down the line. Somebody needs to, but doesn't need to be you. It probably just shouldn't be right now. Paulo is doing the best he can. I love it. I think this is a great experience for him, and that should be the motto of this team. Just try to get better, right? Learn. The front office didn't set this team up for great success this year, is what it is, right? Wendell Carter, I thought, had a really good game. He felt like he was more alive in this one. KCP is a complete non-factor. It feels like in this series, the defense is solid at best, in my mind. Corey Joseph, I still can't get behind playing him this many minutes. I know he settles the team down and everything, but like, Jesus Christ, like, I'd just rather have Anthony Black out there. I just would. Cole Anthony, I feel like you just have to play him more because he can generate offense. I know the Celtics pick on him a ton, but I'd try. Like what Jonathan Isaac does out there. I don't understand why Gary Harris is on the court either. I just don't. But hey, young team. Hope they get better. But yeah, Franz was attacking the rim, and that was looking really good. during that game, so that was cool. The Celtics, again, like, just not a good, clean game. It feels like the Celtics just lose focus sometimes, and that's kind of just what happened here. Porzingis is really struggling, it feels like, especially with the physicality that Orlando's bringing, so that's kind of tough. I like what Al Horford's doing out there, and I feel like Tatum's playing his ass off, so love that. I know Jaylen Brown's playing through a couple injuries. That's tough. But yeah, not having Drew Holiday, who's at times been their best player in this series, it sucks. It should be no excuse, though. This team's just way more talented, is what it is. By the way, has Sam Hauser hit a shot yet in this series? Like, how long can that last? Right? I don't think Sam Hauser has hit a shot in this series. So, is it probably going to be Celtics in 5? Probably. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? But, yeah, hopefully just good experience for Paolo and Franz, right? Suggs, come back healthy next year. Let's focus this offseason on getting some shooters, right? Find some people that can shoot, get a point guard that can generate some offense and get other people open. Let's do it, man. But hey, in the meantime, fight. Let's make this fun. Someone beat up on the Celtics a little bit. Why not, right? Final one, Rockets-Warriors, the game that we just watched, right? So, Rockets-Warriors, Jesus Christ, like, Houston, how did we lose this game? How? I think if the Magic wants a chance at beating the Celtics is defend. I think if Magic wants a chance, the school system has failed us, y'all. It has failed us. A chance at beating Celtics is defend. You're missing so many like supporting words in here. The team is defend the team and let Tatum do whatever. I think Tatum is very good, but not great. I'll tell you, Jason Tatum is very, very good at basketball. So it's whatever. AB is finding his way. He has earned more PT, in my opinion. At the very least, more than Corey Joseph. Like, in the very least. Ja Morant can help the Magic with some shooting. That is fucking hilarious. Very good work, Muhammad. Very good work. That Steven Adams steal is amazing. Guy is a hero down here in the Southern Hemisphere. That Steven Adams steal in this game was awesome, where he picked him clean and then went down the court. That was awesome. That was electric. That's going to be shown in film for sure. So I'm here for it. Amen Thompson, he is trying his best to be like an offensive weapon in this series. I love it. But how did y'all lose to a Warriors team without Jimmy Butler? Well, it took Gary Payton and Pods and a little bit of Quentin Post just getting rebounds to get it done, man. Like, and obviously Curry went nuclear. Dylan Brooks thought he had a good game as well. Şengün, he struggled this game. Draymond Green was terrorizing him. Draymond's so good defensively still. Jalen Green, getting kind of sick of you, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting kind of sick of it. Like, I don't think it's going to happen with Jalen Green. I really don't. I think you got to figure out if you can move him somewhere else this next year. I just don't think it's going to happen with this guy. I don't ever give up on young players and stuff. It's just like the intensity is so all over the place and like misguided here. He is who Austin Rivers is talking about. Him and Jonathan Kuminga are the examples of things. Super talented. It doesn't come every night, man. And it's so annoying. I don't think it's going to get better, personally. But that's just me. I'll be rooting for him. Steven Adams looked like Dyson Daniels. Yeah, I agree with that. Fred VanVleet, man, if he could just hit some shots, man. If he could hit some shots. I know this wasn't the worst game, but man, it just feels like he goes on these long streaks of missing everything. But he's trying, right? Somebody's got to score. Tari Eason, nice game. Steven Adams does what he did. Jabari Smith Jr. played a really good defensive game. But Warriors, Kuminga got on the floor, but not for very much. Role players play better at home in rowdy playoff games traditionally. Feels like it. Draymond Green, he was obviously awesome defensively, and just like the synergy he has within the Warriors offense is awesome. I'm glad they started post. I know he had a rough game offensively, but like got the rebounds, he played good defense, and like him and Draymond are like in sync as well with like all the passing and moving and everything. So like I'm starting to get convinced that I want to make Quentin Post the center of the future. Like I'm trying to reel myself back in because like he does still have like a lot of defensive problems. He can't score down low at all right now. So room to grow. Pods was not shitting his pants this game, apparently, so that's good. He was at least a little more confident at times. Curry was nuclear. Enjoy these games while you can. We don't know how many of them we have left, but it is just such a pleasure. Gary Payton realizing that when Steph Curry when you set a screen for Steph Curry, both of them will guard Curry, so he just rolls, and he rolls the right way, and he gets layups and dunks, and for whatever reason, plays center for them, basically. So shout out Gary Payton. Moses Moody, he just looks like he never knows what he wants to do with the basketball. Kevon Looney out there being an old man. Buddy Hield. I'm glad they gave Buddy Hield the minutes, even though like the production wasn't always great at every single moment. Like you needed offense in this game, and so you throw Buddy Hield out there. So I'm glad that they did that. I thought that made a lot of sense. Houston should go after KD. I see that a lot, and where I struggle with it, because like yeah, like I'm not gonna hate on that move. It would make some sense, but it. I don't know, is that really the supporting cast that KD wants to be around? Like, there's not exactly another, like, player for him to play off of there very well. Like, it's not really a Men Thompson. I don't think Şengün's really that guy to play off him yet, because, like, none of those guys really draw, like, more than one guy defensively ever, right? And I feel like you need more than those guys to get it to happen, and they're so young. I don't know. Rockets missed lots of floaters in this game. It annoyed me. Yeah, it's because Draymond Green was there terrorizing them the whole time. It was awesome. Really, really cool to see. Here's my thing, Warriors fans. One of the things that I remember this last summer when we were talking about things, and I'm doing ideal off seasons and off-season previews and talking about people, there was a couple key things that people really harped on me on and called me a fucking idiot for, and one of them was Jonathan Kuminga and me saying that you had to move Jonathan Kuminga. And all the Warriors fans were like, AVC, do you know how good Jonathan Kuminga's gonna be? Shut the fuck up, Warriors fans. You guys get so hyped every time a young guy plays like remotely good basketball. You did the same thing with Trace Jackson Davis last year, and I had to chill you guys the fuck out about it. Like, I tried to tell you guys, I'm like, Kuminga has not gotten any better since getting to the NBA. Like, from everything I hear, the dude works on his game tirelessly, but he has no idea what the fuck he's doing out there. And the Warriors aren't going to change their system. Like, he does not work. He doesn't work. He has no clue where to be on a basketball court at any point. Super talented, don't get me wrong. It's just like, you guys just have to realize it's just because you see somebody dunk on Twitter and you cream your jeans over that, it doesn't mean that they're going to be that good. I'm much more vulgar on these live streams, apparently. I don't know. But, yeah, you gotta fucking chill on this shit, man. Like, Kuminga is not it for you. He's checked out at this point, too, so I don't know, man. It is what it is. It's annoying, but you have to play it, right? Like, what else do you have, right? You're not throwing Kevin Knox out there as much as I'd love to see it. I don't think that that's the answer. But yeah, like, now don't y'all feel stupid for not moving Kuminga. Man, don't y'all feel stupid. What, we're just presuming he's going to end up in Brooklyn next year? Maybe the Bulls. That's kind of what we're figuring at this point, and so I'm going to have to fucking deal with him next year. Don't get me wrong, I'll root for him if he's on my team. It's just, yeah. Dallas ideal offseason? Is there a question with that, or is that just something that you're saying? I can't interpret the rest of your words in your head. You have to, like, make congruent thoughts on this channel. That's how we do things. We're professionals here. But thank you, Chris. I'm also wondering what your profile picture is, Chris. I can't read it from here, but I like it. But yeah, I don't know. It's really frustrating, this whole Kuminga thing. What were some of the other things this offseason that people really got on me for? Reed Shepherd. They were like, AVC, Reed Shepherd's gonna be so good. Guess what, motherfuckers? I do this shit professionally. I judge these motherfuckers professionally. Like, I was like, nope. Nope. I'm pretty good at this shit. I get things wrong. I certainly get things wrong, but I did not get these couple things wrong. I'm sure I got some other things wrong as well around here. I wonder if there's, like, anything else that, like, I really got wrong in any of these. Like, Celtics Magic. No, I was right about the Magic completely this season. Your boy's gonna go do a little victory lap right now. Kuminga may be better off outside the Dubs. I completely agree with that. Like, if there's one thing we know for certain, it's that like what we've been saying, the Warriors cannot conform to other playing styles. AVC whiny voice is peak. I be quoting it. I'm glad, man. That's how I read certain comments. You know what we should do during live streams is I should find some shitty comments for us to react to. I think that'd be funny. Let's see, what else do we got? Lakers, I don't know. Timberwolves, I don't know. Did I get anything right or wrong with those? Not really. They didn't end up playing Terrence Shannon. They haven't needed it, so I guess I'm somewhat wrong about that. Pacers, Bucks. I can't think of anything there. Nuggets, Clippers. I'm so glad that I was like wrong about the Clippers going into this. I thought that they were playing 3D chess before the season by going and getting all these solid role players. If you guys remember, I was like, okay, here's what's gonna happen. Like they're gonna start off like okay, and then Kawhi's gonna go down and like not come back, and they're gonna use all of these solid role players and like trade a bunch of them to start bringing in some assets so they can rebuild. But it seems like Steve Ballmer's just the type where he's like, no, we only win basketball games. He's entering the category of like the Jazz, the Pacers, and the Heat. Where they're like, no, we just try to win basketball games, and that's kind of dope. That's kind of dope, and so it's been great that they've made it this far. Let's see what else. Heat, Cavs. Is I right or wrong about anything with those? I don't necessarily know. Grizzlies, Thunder. I don't know. I know I had some really hot takes that I was right about this last year, so is what it is. We should go find some funny comments or something like that. Where should we start here? Let's start with the ideal offseason video. Let's not get any audio here. You guys don't need to see that. This is a good way to kind of end out the stream. You guys are free to ask more questions. Nuggets can't keep it up with the little talent on the bench. Yeah, their bench is rough, man. Like the Nuggets bench was probably reason enough to let go of the GM. Like he has fumbled the bag, right? Like it didn't really work. Now, like it sucks Deron Holmes went down. I don't think he would have made a big enough difference. I think we all like to think that it would have been helpful, and maybe, but he didn't. Swung and missed on Saric. Pickett is rough. Zeke Najee's a really rough one. You got to move that somehow. You just got to get a bench on that team somehow. You just have to be better, and it shouldn't be hard to convince people to play with Jokic. It just shouldn't be. Let's find some comments, CEO. There you are, dude. There you go. Hope you're fixing your drug problem. Love the moves you made. Yeah. Let's see. I'm very curious. If we can find something. What else do we got here? Which one is more likely? Wolves beat LA or Golden State Warriors beat Rockets? Golden State beating the Rockets, I would say, is much more likely. But I think both would happen, is if I had to pick. Shout out this comment. This is what started the one video that's going to come out on Wednesday. Very good comment. Let's see. Let's see. Everyone's probably like, oh, I hope he doesn't pick my comment. I hate when people use the word mid. I think it's so stupid. New slang, but, you know, is what it is. Oh, that's probably going to make you guys say it more now. I'm jealous of the Clippers having Ballmer. I used to be annoyed with him, but not anymore. He's a great owner. Why were you annoyed with Ballmer? I'm just curious. Funny enough, I actually have like a really strange connection to Steve Ballmer. So my wife's best friend, I love this girl to death. She was the maid of honor in our wedding. Her mom was a really high level executive. Like we're talking a C-suite person with Microsoft back in the day. So she was like a right-hand woman to Steve Ballmer. Very, very wealthy family. They're the best family ever. And she's talked about that she really stays in touch with Steve. So that's kind of cool. Let's see. Probably down the bottom with no upvotes. That's a good idea. Eric Bledsoe should come out of retirement and play for Washington. Okay, fair enough. That's a mid-take AVC. Get out of here, you fucker. How about meh? Does meh bug you, Doc? Yeah, I kind of feel that. Let's see. No, nothing on this one. I thought I could have sworn there was some sassier comments on this one. There was definitely a sassy one or two in the Will Riley one. This one didn't get as much views. Y'all don't care to watch Will Riley, apparently. Let's see. Word of the video here was hilarious. Let's see. Want to find it. Don't wear pigtails. Oh, people are deleting comments. That's lame. Because there was definitely one or two comments where people were like being like, you call yourself a fucking scout or whatever. I try to keep them because I think they're kind of funny. I don't know. There's a lot of salty people mad that I wasn't very high on Ben Seraph, is what it is. Will you be streaming the draft? The draft lottery and even the draft day? I would like to. I would like to do both those. That's why I've been testing these. It depends if the team that I'm working for needs me, like, available on draft day for anything. I can't imagine that they would. I'm really not that important in this process at all. I'm more so for draft prep. But if they say that they'd like me there, then I'll be there. But I'm guessing I won't have to be, so I'd like to be live streaming that stuff. AVC, you know what's so bad about the word mid? It's associated with your Bulls. I got no time for your bullshit, Matrix. I just don't. Cries as Heat fan. Do you have a mute button? Me? Do I have a mute button? No. Should I? I don't know. God damn it, I want to find like 1 or 2 comments. Let's see. Spoiler alert, Asenge on Tuesday. We're gonna be doing him. That was an interesting watch for me today. Let's see. You were a bit harsh with Ben Seraph. No such thing. It is important to remember he's playing against professionals. I say this in every fucking video, which makes his weaknesses more apparent. What did I say in this? I asked kind of love, did you watch the whole video? Yeah, clearly not. Clearly did not watch the video. What's the best way to watch Euro League games? I don't know. How far from being a complete player? Blah, 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 blah. This one cracked me up. Love your videos. A bit of advice. I listen a lot while driving. You say a lot of stuff like his free throw numbers are not the best. Can you just say the percentage? Really good advice, and I'm trying to do that anyway. But I was like, motherfucker, you watch videos like film breakdown while you're driving? Like, insanity. Absolute insanity. How do you become a scout for a team? Be good at it and network a ton. You just have to start small in the sports world and you work your way up, man. It's all networking. I always say it's who you know, or who knows you, not who you know. Matrix top 2 troller. He is 2. I'm 1. Mentality Matrix. I'm striving the best. Maybe a timeout box for smartass commenter. That's winner mentality. No, what I do is, like, if a comment is, like, really that stupid and it's, like, really combative, I just hide them from the channel. You just basically press this button right here, and they can keep commenting all they want, but no one can see it, including me. So that's just what I do to certain people. And I let them know, too. I say, hey, if you want to get back on, just shoot me a message on the Discord and we can talk it over. But you broke the rules. I put the rules in the comments for a reason, because I want to have a certain community here. So there it is. This is not the music that plays during the video. Can't have your phone on while driving. Can't take phone calls. Doc, whoa, you can't be referring to me, right? I'm always listening while driving. I'm about to do that now. Jesus Christ. Well, fair enough, I guess. Whatever you got to do. Let's see. Man, who's this fucking guy commenting right here? Who the fuck is this? Fucking ugly ass profile picture right here. Look at him. Gross. Blocked. Yeah, he did get blocked a lot in that video. Let's block the baby voice from now on. I can't. Why would I do that? I don't know. Well, let's make predictions for the rest of the playoffs, right? What are we kind of thinking still? Have opinions changed around? Cleveland's still getting it done. I think Pacers still getting it done. I think Knicks still getting it done. I think Celtics still getting it done. Give me the Clippers, but I think it's going to be really, really close and it could go either way. Give me the Timberwolves still, just off of talent alone, and give me the Warriors still. I can't believe they won this game without Butler. That is insane. Should get sponsored with car towing company. The hell? Yeah, fucking weirdo in the comments. But yeah, no, so opinion's not changing too much, but yeah, what do we got tomorrow, right? Let's see what we got, for games tomorrow. I have to remember. Let's go here. Got the Knicks to start out the game. I've got to edit a bunch of videos tomorrow morning, so that's what I'm doing before the games start. I did all my cleaning and everything earlier, so I'm good to go. Then we got Lakers, Wolves. Really looking forward to that one. Hopefully Luka's butthole is recovering. Celtics Magic. We'll see with this one. Hopefully Drew's back for it, and then Uh, we got Bucks Pacers to end the day. Is this anyone else's least favorite series? Like, I love watching Giannis. I kind of just don't care for the rest of it. Like, it just feels like such cringy, like, going back and forth with each other. And, like, I don't know. Like, I think the Pacers are actually, like, a pretty good team. I just, like, I don't know. I think they're a strange team at the same time. So I don't know. I'm kind of bummed that this is what we're ending the day on. I guess I wouldn't want to end it on Magic Celtics necessarily either. I wish it was ending with Wolves Lakers, but you know, Central Time Zone is what it is. Do you think you are the only one needing muted? If I could mute Matrix for the rest of his life, I'd probably do it to some extent. But Matrix comes up with good ideas in the Discord sometimes, so I give it to him. I give him a little bit of slack. But yeah, no, excited to show you guys the next Ideal off season and everything on Monday. Hopefully you guys like that one. Should be a good time, but yeah, time's running out on Dame and his ring, and he's getting saltier each year. Man, it just sucks. Like, the injuries have just prevented this Bucks group from having any chance at competing, man. It really has. Like, who knows if they would have actually been able to compete, but it just feels like every single time they got to the, well, literally every time they got to the playoffs together, somebody was hurt. So, AVC, you can't do this to me. He can't keep getting away with this. Oh, man. But, yeah, no, that's all I got, y'all, this time. I appreciate this. This was cool. We had, like, 16, 17 people in here at one point. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. The channel's been growing pretty substantially lately. Like, we just hit, like, 4K not that long ago. We're almost a quarter of the way to 5. That seems nuts, man. It's crazy to think that I just kind of... I was really bored for like 5 months straight, and I was like, oh, I'm just kind of running this company. I'm bored. I need something else to do. Like, and I'm busy with my company, but like I had a little bit more free time at that point. I've taken on way more clients in the last like year, and like higher level clients even at that. And so my time is just used a little bit more. But I was like, you know what? I was talking to my wife while we were sitting in the hot tub. I'm like, I think I might want to do something like this. Do you think that's weird? And she was like, yes, if you want to do it. And now it's just a part of life. And this is where we're at. So it definitely takes a little bit of effort to get these things out, but I'm having fun doing it. I've enjoyed getting to connect with people on the internet and learn. While I don't have actual connections with you people as people, it's kind of cool to just talk hoops with people and just have a little space where it's like, yeah, this is my little basketball community where I can just talk basketball, and that is what it is. But yeah, it's been cool. I get to really stay connected to the game this way, put out content, and it's kind of cool. Figure out the strategies behind YouTube and kind of growing this as a business. I like it. So yeah, Jesse Pinkman, good chat. At least Bucks won NBA Cup. Facts. Bucks need a redesign. Their jerseys are boring. I don't mind them. Bucks are mid. All right, that's a good way to end the stream. All right. I appreciate you guys as always. Your boy's gonna shower up and get to bed and maybe sleep in a little bit tomorrow. I'm gonna try to at least, but probably won't stream tomorrow night or anything. Just kind of wanted to hop on and do this one because I had a little bit of time. We're just about to hit an hour anyway, so pretty cool. Lakers poo-poo, AVC not. Okay, yeah, let's definitely end the stream now. I think that's a good way to do it, but I'm buying a bug zapper. Oh jeez, you guys are too much. All right, I appreciate you guys as always. I really do. Hope you guys have a good weekend. I'll see you on the Discord. If you haven't joined already, go join. It's in the description of every single video here. And yeah, we'll talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Thanks so much. Bye.